Hello, friends. Today we are going to talk about our first then board. This was also in your packet of visuals that we sent home. A first then board can be very beneficial so that the students can expect what is coming next. It can also be used for tasks that are more difficult for the student to participate in. Let's say your student has a hard time reading, or they don't like counting, doing specific sit down activities. This can be utilized so that they know what the expectations are for them. Um, so I can give you guys an example of how to utilize this. So usually we have icons that you can put, but you can also draw directly on this because it's a dry erase board. You can put the objects on it directly if they fit. I will try to use an example of that. Sorry. Um, but yeah, so a first then board. So let's say the student had has a difficult time wanting to do counting activities. So let's say you can put the objects directly on here. So you put this on the table and you put first, let's do some counting, and then you can have you can say a preferred snack or maybe a toy that they really enjoy, or a book. You can say first counting, and then you can get your book. Or you could draw directly on this. So let's say the task that they're having a hard time with is getting dressed, putting on their clothes. So you can put first, put on clothes, and you can draw a little picture of them putting on their clothes. And then you can say, then you get maybe like a preferred snack. So let's say you want them to get dressed for breakfast, and they want cereal. So you can say first, put on clothes, then you get cereal. Sorry. This kind of sets an expectation of what they are going to do, so that they know in a visual way. Let's say instead of putting on their clothes, you wanted them to sit down and write their ABCs. So you can do first, write your ABCs, and then you get a blanket swing. I do blanket swings at school. So like all you would have to do is take a blanket, get a blanket, and putting them in it. You could wrap them in a burrito. So it just is up to know what your child's preferences are and what can be reinforcing, and it can. This is basically like a reward system, and is just having a visual reminder of what the expectations are of your student or of your child. So it can be first ABCs, then blanket swing, and you can pair this with a timer. So you can say first ABCs. This is a 5-minute timer, so you can say uh, when the timer runs out, then we can do the blanket swing. And I have a sand timer, but there's also um, an app that is free to download, and it's a digital timer called Countdown. So you would just put 1 minute, 5 minutes, however long you think that they can sustain attention for to do that task, so that it's reinforcing to them. and they know that there's an end time. So that can also be really motivating for them. So you can put 30 seconds, and then student would write their ABCs for however long, and then when the timer went out, they can know that they're done, and then you can say, wow, I like how you finished your ABCs. Now we can do blanket swing. So that is just a few examples of how you would be able to utilize this board so that your child can expect what's happening next and has a motivating reason to finish that task, because we want to make sure to follow through and try to give them as much routine as possible. Thank you very much. I will see you guys again later. Bye.